and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making another speed build. This time it is a beachfront family villa in this wonderful plot of land in Solani. It's the first of 2 lots I was able to build this past week, and I hope to put out the other one maybe on Tuesday, also at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So let's get back to the build. It is a 2-bedroom beachfront family villa, which I had already said, but it's situated on a 40 by 30 deserted island or islet in Solani, and I think this is just the most perfect place to put it. So the Sims living here are actually conservationists, and I decided to move them to this lot because it would be much easier for them to go to the volcano or to the waterfalls from here than if they lived farther away. So it came out at around 98,000 simoleons, so it's pretty pricey, but I think it is worth the money. Like, I really like how this one turned out, and it's my biggest speed build to date. So it's also my longest video to date, and I am kind of anxious about what I'm going to say in this voiceover because it's a pretty long build. So it has 2 bedrooms and 2.5 bathrooms. It was made for a family of 4 in mind. So 1 bedroom is for the adults, the master bedroom, and you have a kid's bedroom. So in this case, I was thinking of it as a room for twin girls. So you're gonna see that later on because the family who lives here has 2 adorable twin girls, and I love how I've been playing with this family for the past few days. So as you can see, I already made the floor plan and the roof line and the roofing of this house, and I had to cut out a lot of footage because, to be very honest, this took me so long to build. Like I said, it's my longest build yet, and it's my biggest build yet, and so it was a very long video, and I had so much footage, and I actually had the poll on Twitter. If you don't follow me yet, that's at MadisonSimm YT, and I asked people what part of a speed build they would like decide to cut if they had to cut a certain part, and majority actually said that they would rather cut like the roofing part, especially since it's quite difficult and it can get quite tricky to play around with the roofing. So as you can see, I also decided to cut most of that part here because you're gonna see later I also had a pretty hard time dealing with the roofing, and I just cut out a lot of it. So right now I'm pretty done with the exterior. So as you can see, it's like 2 separate huts that's connected by that small walkway in the middle. So right now it has a roof, but later on you're gonna see I changed that into like just floor tiles with a glass tile in front of it. So that's what I'm doing right about now. And now we're gonna move into the interior. So in one of the huts contains the main living space. So this is where the front door is, and right now I'm just like playing around with the layout of this kitchen. It's a pretty sizable kitchen with a wonderful window looking out into the ocean. So there's a lot of space in this kitchen, and I had so much fun cluttering it up and putting all sorts of things because like I usually build tiny homes and it's so hard to put stuff in the kitchen because at the end of the day you need the counter space and you can't clutter up that whole part. So yeah, it was fun to build something a bit bigger for a change, and so there were like tons of things to do. So in contrast, the other build I did this week is a build with 2 stacked tiny houses. So if you follow me on Twitter, like I said, at MadisonSimm YT, you'd already see a picture of it, and it was greatly inspired by one of the builds I watched on YouTube. I'll talk about it more when I post that video again, probably Tuesday, 3 p.m. EST. So yeah, going back to this build, the main living space is basically an open plan. So beside the kitchen is this dining area with this round dining table, which, by the way, I really love how we have more round dining tables now. Like, imagine the times when we just had those rectangular ones. And yeah, I just really like these round ones. I was playing around with the lights here. I was thinking of using those hanging lights from City Living, if I'm not mistaken, but I went back to that light, I think from Seasons, if I'm not mistaken. And now I'm working on the living room. Like I said before, I obviously have a favorite living room set, and it's these couches from Island Living, and I also love them in this swatch. Like this green is so beautiful, and I think like it matches perfectly with that Island Living rug. And so yeah, I've been doing that combo a lot, I think, so I might have to like experiment with other things in the near future. But I really like how this one turned out. So I played around with the layout of this living room a couple of times. I cut most of that out because, like I said, this is a very, very, very long video. But I ended up with this layout. So you just have the television on the same wall as the front door, and then there's ample space at the back because that's the hallway connecting this public entertaining space to the more private area or the bedrooms of all of the Sims. So I'm just cluttering up these tables. To be very honest, before YouTube, I didn't spend that much time putting so much clutter. Sometimes I find it so tedious and it takes me so long to get things right. But right now, I'm actually really appreciating and having fun doing it. Like I realized now how much character and charm it adds to a build. So I've ended up really liking that part of building as well. So there's this laundry room here in this house. I made sure that the Sims had a place to do laundry, and I really wanted to use this laundry day I don't know what you call it, shelf. So you're gonna see me putting that up in the opposite wall a little bit. That's where I put it, and under that is the hamper, and I also put like a pet bowl there. So this house could be a home for a dog because there is a doggy bowl. So this is the half bath. It's like the powder room that guests can access when they are in this home. And I didn't really do that much with this bathroom. Like I made it very simple with this windowsill and some indoor plants. Of course, we love plants on this channel. And I think it's just really cute and simple and nice. And I played around with those two doors a couple of times, and I ended up with this layout. So they were on both ends of the wall so that I could put like a buffet table or a console right here in the center with those oversized wooden spoon and fork, with that oversized wooden spoon and fork, of course, right in the middle. So I noticed that when I build, I usually put like the essential things first, and then I end up cluttering spaces up after. So I don't know if that's confusing to other people, but in this video I had to like rearrange the clips when I was editing it because I just put everything in and then went back to decorate the spaces after. So yeah, I don't know if that's something only I do, or like can anybody else relate. It would be wonderful if other people can relate as well. So here I am making the master bedroom. It's a pretty big bedroom. So on the side there, as you can see now, I sorted out like a small study area. So as I said, my Sims are conservationists and they actually spend a lot of time working from home, and so it was very important that they had a computer that they can use to research on conservation awareness and write conservation articles. I actually added a bookshelf on this side here beside the bed. On the left side of the bed, you're not going to see it in this video because I forgot to place it in, but you're gonna see it in the screenshots, and of course the lot that you will download from the gallery will have that as well. I'm just putting in some plants there. As you can see, like I couldn't understand, and I still don't understand why those plants are like dark. I don't know, what is that, a glitch or something, but it's pretty frustrating and I don't know how to fix it, but I kept it there. Anyway, maybe in your game it wouldn't be glitching. Hopefully that gets sorted out soon. So now I'm working on the master bathroom. Again, I edited these clips. They're not in order because I clutter stuff at the end of everything. So you might be confused. But what I love about this bathroom rather, is this outdoor space. So I made this corner like small indoor garden type that provides like privacy, but then it's the first thing you're gonna see when you are in that tub. So imagine how glorious that tub is. Like just being in a tub and looking out and seeing the greenery and the foliage and just loving being on the island. Again, that's like fenced in, so nobody will really see you in that tub. So it's perfect for just that relaxing nighttime bath or like afternoon bath after a long day swimming in the ocean or doing conservation work. So yeah, actually I've been dreaming of having a bath like that, or like experiencing a hotel with a bath like that, which is why I put that here in this build. So right now I'm working on the children's bedroom. As I said earlier, this room was made for 2 girls. So the Sims I was playing had twin girls, and I thought that this was the perfect room for them. So I made it purple and pink, and I think it's just like really cute with all of the stuffed animals and all of the toys. I love how this city living rug worked out in the space. Like I feel like the shape is just perfect for that spot. So you have it like in between the beds plus in front of the toys. I don't know, like that was a wonderful coincidence, I think. Like I didn't plan for it to be that way, but it fit perfectly. So right now I'm just doing some of the outdoor spaces. This is like the hallway connecting the private quarters with like the more public space. This is the patio outside the main living space. As you can see, I just put a grill there with another dining set, and of course a seating area here in the corner. I'm gonna change those chairs a little bit to match the ones in the dining set. So if you would like to add more chairs, like hypothetically you have more guests over and you wanted to make it like a table for 6 people, you just move those chairs over to the dining set. So right now I'm working on the outdoor area. As you can see, I decided against that long strip of decking in the middle of the whole house, and instead I just put the small pavilion off to one side, and I think it really works that way. Like you could imagine all of the Sims just hanging out and going for a swim on a random day because they're like surrounded by this beautiful island. You're not gonna see this here, but I added a swing set there in the middle of those 2 areas, like the 2 huts. And I also added some beach towels to complete this beautiful beachfront outdoor area. And so I'm nearing the end of the video, but before I go and before you see the screenshots, I just want to say thank you once again for watching my video. This is the longest one to date, so if you reach this part, I really salute you and thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye! Thank you.